Notification. Now broadcasting.
Bucket.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
He's open on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's a give to Robinson. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sooners will have it first and 10. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back.
Hey, Sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
The give is to Williams. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners! And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
The option, he'll keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to Xavier. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Dances away. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. They'll move the tight end. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Mateer. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Escapes the pressure going right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Past the 30. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, given the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Pulls it in. It's Carter. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Finds his tight end. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Pressure coming. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Wide 29. Wide 20. Eagle. Check. Slug.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Hudson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Quarterback may change this route.
Eagle. Duck. Venom. Wide in the end.
Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Finds a spot in the middle. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires left. Pulls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 6 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Bruins with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game.
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. To the air, it's Hammond. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Still on his feet at the 40. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. You think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by. And I think
maybe some room here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
So the rain gonna fuck off.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2.
See, bro, I don't know how to shift my line.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's
Oh, missed him. Missed him.
Great pressure on this defense.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Boy, was he well protected. Finally, let's go to the left.
Wide asshole.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch.
Why you keep running with him, bro?
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pick up there.
And when you're in these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's Carter. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Hammond. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gets the back moving. An unforced
Hell yeah.
snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That delay of game penalty took him out of second and short. Here they come needing 8. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Makes a grab and on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
What kind of pass is that, bro? Come on, you've been killing me all game. All over the top, like you've been doing all year.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception maybe compounds the problem.
And this defense
Man, I deserve to lose, bro. Doing this shit all game.
Aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle.
Oh my gosh, you made me die.
All out of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Oh, wait a
And
second.
they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay
Dumb
off.
shit.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game. They're the ones that make it go.
Can you give me a water bottle back?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's sacked.
Oh, ball.
There by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball. Whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical.
That's crazy.
Brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus
No
on
winging.
critical down and distances in this game. Like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That's just crazy.
Down in possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And
they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
buddy.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So the defense sets them up with an interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go on with the W. The give as they work on that clock. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down.
Yeah, it's a make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Williams. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides to the back.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense
Here
right
again,
now.
pancakes.
They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive on the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time. To go to the other guy, to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been good.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller. Certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even receiving the run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for goal balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still.
Wow, he still didn't block him. Yeah, I see the sacks.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time.
Play terrible, fellas. Play terrible. That's on me.
He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase it. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Oh, no. Six, man.
One pass selected. Esports College Football 27.